Hey everybody, this is Savannah here with Eden Savvy Creations, and today I'm going to be filming on Allison, my template that I love so much. I use her a lot of different ways. So today for this flower, I'm just using these first 3 layers of the template, which are my larger ones. And we're going to be doing what I call a backwards flower. So, sounds exciting, I know. So, what you're gonna need today is my template, or any template really, to try this. I have everything cut out. You're gonna need 2 backings and your cardboard, 7-inch piece of twine, an eraser, just keep that on hand, 2 clips if you want to cut out your petals 2 or 3 sheets at a time, a pencil. I will show you how I use this Sharpie metallic gold oil-based marker. It's awesome. Your glue gun, extra glue, and any pair of scissors that you'd like. So let's get started creating. Alright you guys, so first let's get started in making your back. Now I did 2 pieces of these, for one to be on the back side where you glue your twine, and one to be on the inside to cover this up because of how we're going to do this backwards flower. So you're going to start with gluing your twine first. You just bring it together like so. I like to twist it a little so that way you keep these parts together. Just add some glue there to give this something to stick to. I do 7 to 8 inches because I like to give myself room to play. That way I make sure that I have enough twine at the bottom to be able to move it down and glue it. I don't like for my circle up top to be too big, because if you make it too big, it's too high, it makes the flower fall forward whenever you hang it on the wall. So I just put glue all around the twine and the cardboard. Make sure, sometimes I overdo the glue, but I don't think that you can overdo the glue, honestly. So there's the back side. Now you're just going to turn it over and do the same thing for the front. Now, I have a 2-year-old, so he's still in diapers, half potty training. You know, they always make up their own mind. So I have a lot of cardboard lying around. Now, like I've said before, you don't have to use cardboard. I don't always use it. I just like to use it a lot on my heavier, bigger flowers. It keeps it more stable. So, I mean, it's really all up to you and how you want to keep it. But here's the front side, here's the back, and that's that. So now I want to show y'all what I did with this Sharpie gold metallic oil-based marker. There's oil-based and there's water-based. I just happened to pick up the oil-based, but it's a really pretty color. And as you can see, I've already cut out several petals. All the petals that I'm going to use, but I left out a couple to show y'all how I did it. Now on these also, as you can tell, I really cut far into the petal. I didn't just, usually I'd probably stop around here down, but for the type of flower that I'm going to be making, it's best to cut it in very far. Sorry y'all, I didn't film that, but here's how I use the marker. You're just going to trace around the edge, and don't worry, you don't have to get it exactly on the edge. It being further out, it just really gives it a pretty look. So this, you can't mess up on this, trust me. You're just going to follow the design of the template and bring it down. You don't have to bring it down very far. So as you can see, I didn't bring it down too far because of the way we're gonna fold it. It doesn't matter. That's not even gonna show down there. But we can do the next one again. And like I said, you're just going to follow it around that design and then bring it down. Now, no, my line isn't perfect, but it works. So whenever it kind of runs low, as you can tell, it started to kind of run low right there. Just shake it up some more and go right back over it. And there you go. That's how that goes. Isn't that real cool? It just gives it a different look. And you get to use the two colors that you're using in one design. So for this flower, like I said, I'm just using the first 3 large layers. And I have my 6 petal base here. So each stack, I have 3 stacks of 6 each, just to make this flower. So how we're gonna do it and why it's called a backwards flower is because usually you would put the glue and then you'd glue it this way for it to be standing up. Well, you're still gonna put glue, but you're gonna put it on the opposite side and you're going to glue it this way backwards to where it's laying instead of sitting up like this. I hope that makes sense. But just a little glue. I got that too far over on this petal. And you just bring it over just a little bit, not too much. Just like so. And then you're going to glue it onto the back like that. So I'll be back when I have all the rest of them glued. Alright, so now that I've glued all those together, I'm going to start gluing everything onto my base. Oops, and I kind of messed up here. So you were only supposed to put it on half and not the other half. And I put it on everything, so I'm just gonna kind of wipe that off. Don't worry, it wasn't that hot, so I didn't burn myself. But you want to just do half and leave this half open. That way, whenever you come to do the last petal, you can stick it underneath this one if you need to, which I'm not sure that I will. It's been a while since I've made this flower, but we'll just go with it for now, okay? And you're just gonna keep going. I kind of put it pretty far into the base because the way it sits, it's not the same as how it does regularly. Y'all, I couldn't find my other glue gun, and my mom bought me this one a long time ago, and I am so digging a brand new glue gun. As you can tell, I messed up on this one, so turned it over, used the other side. That's prettier. You can do that too. Nobody's gonna see the back side of the flower unless they're putting it up, but just going around. And see, like I said, it doesn't matter how far down you take the marker because these second and third layers, they're all gonna cover that anyways, so. So there's that first layer. And now we're gonna do the second. So from here, you can, this is all in your preference, but today how I'm making it, I'm going to do it this way, but you can always glue it right on top of the other petal, like so. Or, like how I'm going to do it today, show y'all, is do it in between each one. So it's really all in the look that you want. You can do one flower this way and one flower just like this where they're all on top of each other that way. It's just whatever, however you want it to look. And see, I didn't even need to keep one side open because it just went right on top of it. And you're just going to do the same for the rest of these. Just take it all in between the other petals. I've been super busy, y'all, and kind of behind on my videos since it is football season for my boys. I have 2 of them in football, and then my daughter's going to start soccer, and then school's fixing to start. So I'm a busy bee. But I really love getting these out to you guys, showing y'all what I've learned from other people and what I've learned just making mistakes. I kind of made this flower on mistake one time, trying to make another type of flower. And I loved the look of it. So there's your second layer. Coming out so pretty. Haven't you ever just sat back and look at what you created and you get like super excited at how awesome it's just come out? So again, like I said, you can always go back and lay this right on top of the other petal, or you can just do it in between. And that's what I'm gonna do, is just put it right there in between. So as you can see, it starts to kind of raise up because of how you have it, and that's fine. It's going to give it a different, it's just going to give it a different look. See, again, I kind of messed up on this one, so I just turned it around and fixed it. Oh, kind of raise that one up and wing it. Oh, that's great. Make sure everything is down. And there you go. That's the flower. Isn't that cool? So pretty. Now, for the center, you can do a lot of things. A lot. So let's see what center we're gonna do. Okay guys, so here for the center, I have 3 sheets cut out. And with these last 2, I went ahead and just kept with the gold. Yes, I did go stripe by stripe with the gold marker to give it that look. But I took a 8.5 by 11 sheet and I folded it hot. I folded in hot dog, no, this is hamburger, sorry, hamburger ways, which makes it a little wider and taller. I took the taller side down, and that's how I cut all 3 of these. So I left this one the way it was from when I cut it because I wanted to show y'all whenever you open it up, don't flatten this down, just bring it over because I cut it this way. So I'm gonna open it up and turn it around, and you see how this top is like this, just kind of go through and fold it, like flick it out. That way you don't, because I want it to be fluffy and all round. So if you were to just go back and push this down, and then when you folded it this way, it would make these like that, real stiff, and that's not the look that I want. So just kind of take it through this way, put your hand underneath and kind of try to flick it, fold it out like so to give it that fluffier look. But you're just going to turn it over. I keep dropping my gun, I'm so sorry, y'all. Then you're gonna glue straight through. And then just try to break up this glue possible because it gets really stiff. So this all pink is going to be your inside layer. Isn't that cool? Pretty. Flipping out. And then we'll do the other 2. So again, I already done these ones where I just kind of went through and fluffed it out. And my neck hurts from looking down at each line of where I was going to put the marker line. It's going to look pretty in the end though. And again, just going to break up all the glue. Now I did these kind of thin, between thin and thick, because it's not very skinny, but it's not very thick either. Yes, I do hand cut all of these. I'm waiting for my Cricut. Christmas and my birthday are coming soon, y'all. So I've been dropping hints to the hubby lately. But if you do have a Cricut machine or a Silhouette, I know that they have these options on there to come. The machine will cut it out for you. But if you don't have one like me, you can just hand cut it. Really simple, really easy. So there you go. There's all 3, and then you're just gonna start rolling it in. I try not to make it too tight. A little bit of glue. Now, if you're just starting out with all this, I would suggest trying out a low temp gun at first, because these high temp guns are no joke, man. I burned myself a few times already. Try not to put too much glue, because then it oozes out like I just did, and then I don't know, I'm very particular about that. I don't like it to be sticking out. But you're just gonna add more glue, finish adding the layers. Try to make sure that it all meets equally right there. There's that second layer. Isn't that looking so pretty with the gold? And then of course you just turn it back around again. Add a little more glue from where you left off at. You can start your next paper. There's more glue. And you're almost at the end, so just a little bit. Like I said, try not to put too much, because then it starts to really ooze out right here. And I like to clean it up, take it off. It does burn a little bit. Try to blow on it before you do that. That way you don't burn your fingers too bad. And there we go. There's our center. You're gonna just stick it right in the middle, like so. Make sure that you get your glue really saturated. You don't want this moving, especially if it's gonna be hung up on a wall somewhere. And then just kind of fluff it out, and there you go. This is Allison, and like I said, this how I made it is, I call it a backwards flower just because how I laid it down, but you can lay it the other way, curl the petals, you can fold it in. It's a really pretty template. I have it made in lots of different ways, so this is just the way I wanted to show y'all today, because I really love these backwards flowers, especially when you lay this last layer, lay it really flat. I'm really digging the flat flowers right now. I'm really into those. I love that look. They're great spacers on your backdrops. I will make a video on that next week. I think that's what I'm gonna do, show y'all the flat flowers. So I hope you enjoyed Allison today, and my fluffy centerpiece here, fluffy center, and the Sharpie oil-based gold metallic marker. I hope you guys learned a lot and like this flower. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm even on Twitter, Eden's Savvy Creations. Thank you guys for watching. Happy creating. Have fun.